Ever wonder what the FBI knows about your favorite celebs? So let's dive into the intriguing stories hidden in the Bureau's public reading room, aka the Vault, and subscribe and hit like for more juicy secrets. From routine checks to full-blown investigations, the Vault holds thousands of pages on stars caught up in federal cases. Files often detail threats or connections to people of interest, not always implying guilt. Um, let's start with Marilyn Monroe. Her Cold War era file tracks associations and travel, revealing a web of monitored contacts and political sensitivity. Um, Quite the Hollywood drama. Frank Sinatra faced extortion schemes, his file document threats, and his proximity to those involved in separate racketeering probes. A real life mobster movie plot. Charlie Chaplin's file mixes a Mann Act inquiry with domestic security material. It covers his political associations from the silent era to the post-war years. Is quite the roller coaster. Whitney Houston dealt with threatening letters and an extortion attempt. Investigators reviewed every detail to ensure no federal crimes slipped through the cracks. Talk about high stakes drama. John Lennon's anti-war activism got the FBI's attention, and surveillance reports and public appearances with political groups filled his file. Quite the rebellious rocker. Elvis Presley's fame attracted threats and fan complaints, and the file also shows administrative correspondence about public interest in his performances. The King's troubles were never ending. Aretha Franklin's records document decades of monitoring at civil rights events. Agents tracked threats and appearances with prominent figures. Safety first for the Queen of Soul. Jimi Hendrix's small file preserves notes on legal incidents and security references. Routine checks followed his high-profile travels and performances. Even rock gods aren't immune to scrutiny. Tupac Shakur's file centers on violent threats, targeting hip-hop artists. In the 90s, agents pursued leads on messages demanding payment. A dark chapter in music history. The notorious B.I.G. Is file investigates his 1997 murder. Agents reviewed possible color of law violations. The case continued for years, leaving many unanswered questions. Lucille Ball's file relates to a voter registration issue from the 30s and McCarthy era testimony. Political inquiries brought her into federal files, running quite the unexpected twist for Lucy. Ernest Hemingway's wartime assistance to the U.S. Embassy in Havana, fills his records. His informal intelligence network, the Crook Factory, communicated with the Bureau a real-life spy novel. Walt Disney's file shows routine contacts between his company and federal offices. It was similar to the permanent way, a resistance C, NASTIC, and maintaining that you could. Mickey Mouse meets the FBI. Muhammad Ali's file spans his high-profile years, including Nation of Islam ties and his draft case, monitoring accompanied his prominence during political and social conflict. A heavyweight champion in and out of the ring. Mickey Dolenz sought access to Bureau records about the monkey's source, even, informant reports about political imagery at shows surfaced, real-life soap opera for the 60s. Which celeb secrets surprised you most? Share in the comments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.